My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Elden Ring. We're going around giving everything the big old thump with our big old great club. Just making absolutely certain I hadn't called it the wrong name. I'd hate to offend it. Hey, Hermit Merchant.
Is someone there?
Indeed.
Well, how long has it been?
About 28 seconds in the episode so far. We'll pick up the perfume bottle, seeing as that seems to be unique. There's also a note about something below the capital. Take the perfume bottle immediately. Golden sunflowers, I mean, they seem neat, but not entirely required. Sentry's torch? 7,000. Torch given to this, the protectors of the air tree. Its flames are bestowed with a special incantation that allows the bearer to see assassins cloaked in veils. Furnished on behalf of the Erd Tree and the grace-given Lord, such that a Black Knives Knight will never come again. We have a note about unseen assassins, which lines up with that, right? Unseen assassins. Some assassins cannot be seen with the naked eye. Seems the Erd Tree sentries once carried torches that could cast light on these prowlers. So specific torches cast light on these prowlers, not just general torches. So we should pick up this. That's also a lot of great bolts we could just pick up. I mean, I say a lot. We have a couple other things we need to get here. Below the capital. Let's pick up that note and quickly read that. Below the royal capital of Leyndell is a vast network of sewers. The well in the city below reaches deep into its tunnels. Below the royal capital of Leyndell is a vast network of sewers. The well in the city below reaches deep into its tunnels. In the city below Leyndell, there is a well that reaches into the tunnels of the sewers of Leyndell? I might be misunderstanding that a little bit. I also might be misunderstanding it a little bit. The only thing I know is there is a misunderstanding occurring here. Also, let's have a look at some of these. Great shield featuring sumptuous ornamentation used by scions of great families. Due to their excessive size, the shields were at times seen as the hallmark of little lordlings who were too timid to earn a few nicks and scratches. Prophet blindfolded the exiled prophets who foretold misfortune and were persecuted and driven from their homes as a result. Why hesitate if the path leading to the future is clear? Just close your eyes and walk. Robes of exiled prophets who foretold misfortune. Again, the shackles around their neck warn passerbys not to lend an ear to their sermons. Upper class robe. Embroidered bright green robe worn by noble children. Donning such a robe is traditionally the child's first show of burgeoning independence. Trousers of exiled prophets who foretold misfortune. Made from rough fabric that scrapes against the skin like a sharpening file. And the consort's trousers. Fine white trousers. Perfect for wearing below a silk robe. I don't think I'm gonna take any of these for any particular reason. So I think that actually does give me the opportunity to stock up on as many ballista bolts as I can get. Which sure, isn't that many. Unless I sell a couple of these bad boys. You know what? Yeah. I use great bolts a relatively decent amount of the time at this point. I should take. Oh, that's too many. I don't need that many. I might like different elemental types, but I don't think we can. There we go. I'll take that, get some excess, and then just keep the rest of the souls on me and everything will be fine, right? It'll be fine. Let's get rid of this dragon grease as well. Don't need that no longer. obvious things to do. Go clear up to this minor air tree. There's almost certainly going to be something there. Whether a avatar of the Erd tree or... well, I don't think it would be a tree spirit here. Just because it seems like it's tree spirits in corrupted areas and it's avatar of the... Hello? Hello? I was ready to just destroy the skull itself, but it looks like this is a snail. The snail-type enemy that comes out of the skull, looking like a centipede emerging from its eye. Hello? You go right back down, bud. Hey, there we go. One problem this Great Club has at the moment is that because I can't change the Ash of War, there is a few things I'm missing out on. In particular, the ability to just change its damage type occasionally for areas where I might have an elemental advantage for having chosen one over the other. But also, like, imagine putting Determination or another just attack buff on this. Oof. I'm imagining it. Putting all those numbers in my mental calculator and adds up to a smiley face. Serpent Arrow, 5 of those. Really feels like there would be something in and amidst all this, right? You know what? You've got glowing eyes. That means it's worth it to kill you. 1600. I'm not going to say it wasn't, but I'm also not going to say it was. Return to erring on the left side of this whole situation. Hey, there we go. Finally. Winged Crystal Tear. Oh, actually, we are pretty close to the Erd tree, or the minor Erd tree specifically. So it makes sense that is over here, but gonna have to find a more natural way down. I'll swipe this along the way. Another golden rune fall. Looks like it's harder to descend here than I thought it was going to be. Alright, we're all good. I'll even take some extra root resin because I really, really, really need to be taking advantage of the fact that if I am not going to put an elemental damage type on this weapon, or if I don't have the ability to, I'm always going to be able to give it greases. So I really should be doing that in every single battle that I go into. It's just free damage. It's free damage. I don't know if those enemies are fighting each other over in the distance, but there was some attack launched. Yep. Looks like they're fighting one another. Don't want to change anything about this. I can't throw my stones yet. Let's try and get a grease available immediately. Magic grease, lightning grease, blood grease, sleep grease. I mean, honestly, it seems like the most important ones for us are going to be holy, lightning, and magic. And how many of those can I even craft? I can craft lightning and magic. I cannot craft holy. And in fact, I've got a lot of lightning that I can... Yeah, it is. I think I'm going to put lightning grease on my weapon for a bit. Ooh! Someone over there cast a death incantation. Spicy. Oh, it was a death pot, I think, actually. Now that I'm seeing the rest of them make attacks. Oh boy, I did not imagine you were going to lean into that as hard as you did. Absolutely going to trounce the poise of this enemy. Beauty. We'll take a weathered straight sword and another weathered straight sword for our troubles. Twiggy crack tier, crimson crystal tier, and a golden sunflower. Let's go check the tiers we've picked up. Oh! I see. Now we have 2 crimson crystal tiers, so this is the ability to heal all of our HP off of just one, if we put both of those together. Cerulean, lead and opaline. Stone Barb makes attacks more likely to break enemy stances in a mixed physic. I didn't think it was that. Spiked crack tier increases the power of charged attacks for a certain duration. Again, I thought I already had that. Twiggy we definitely did just pick up. The resulting concoction prevents one's runes from being lost upon death. That's pretty cool. It's like a sacrificial twig. Temporarily reduces equip load in mixed physic, the winged crystal tier there. Windy is enhanced dodge rolls, eliminates all FP consumption. We've seen that one before. Okay, cool. We should find Millicent as well. In fact, we already did find her. Greedacrone. Here. There we go. Actually, am I near where I can just teleport away from? Let's finish exploring this area, get to a site of grace, then I'm going to go and give that to Millicent. Especially because she's in this area. If I encounter her again, it might be important. Giant chasm there, and what looks like flame giants over in the distance. Sorry, not flame giants, the golems. Good lord, it's so vibrant that everything else on the screen becomes harder to see as soon as it's involved. We're inching ever closer to the level that we need to be able to cast all of our stuff again. I'm waiting with bated breath for it. Ah, it's one of these. Oh, I was about to say one of these is in, like, they put a bunch of items on the ground so that you would come and collect them and then they start sniping you. But no, those enemies just got killed for coming here and dropped those items actually in the world. I think I'm moving with enough of a perpendicular direction to them that they're pretty unlikely to hit me right now. But it's going to be difficult to keep that up for long, especially while I attempt to approach. So I should figure out... Okay, that's the archer. Oh, there's 2 of them. There's 2 archers and a axe. I might have to just get towards this archer in between shots. Oh boy, the other one almost got us there. Because I think I can just break your ankles really quickly. There we go. ankles broke, and chest plate pounded in. That actually managed to strike my horse, but some part of our invincibility frames got through the entire stagger of it all. And second one down. Gotta get the ranges first. Beauty. Last one ought not be an issue. Actually, is there any way I can just get him with the cannon? Oh, buddy, that is not damage. It's even less if I try and do it with lightning. Alright. Let's go back to this. This some lightning. It's going to be harder to stagger this one as well because the feet aren't damaged. Uh-oh. Oh, that actually managed to get enough voice damage out there. Beautiful. I wonder if we're actually ready for the one in Caleb now. I've never felt more ready for it. It's the poise damage. It's entirely the poise damage coming through in clutch. I can't imagine how the single colossal hammer is heavier than the two what seemed like pretty big axes in my mind. That definitely seems to be the case here. Oh, another tree set tree. Hello. Ooh, a barbed tree sentry. A draconic tree sentinel. I see. Right in the face. And again. Hey! Only one is allowed to be ranged. And it was me this time. I drew the straw. Hey! That's such a good range attack. It's so slow. I can't believe that worked. Thank you. Thank you. Absolutely. I deserve all of the punishment for these. Okay, well that one I thought I rolled. There's the draconic stuff. Ooh! From that far! Oh, I love it. All right. You. Damn it! I'm gonna need some extra endurance back as well. Oh, that strike in midair managed to disrupt my entire attack. I probably lost my poise by now. Wow. I just wasn't ready for fear. Okay, as soon as he starts lowering his arm there. One more thump. Get him. Good fight. Pick up a solid 50k for that. The Dragon Great Claw and the Dragon Claw Shield. And look at those each immediately also. A Dragon Great Claw. It is colossal. Weapon said to have been whittled from the claw of a great ancient dragon wielded by the grotesque tree sentinels who yet still serve the Erd Tree. The claw is enwreathed with lightning and tears through the dragon's feeble descendants with ease. Has the skill of Endure, assume an anchored stance and brace for incoming attacks. Boost your poise and damage taken is lowered. It does lightning by base. Interesting. Very interesting. And then we also have Great Shield said to have been whittled from the soul of a great ancient dragon wielded by the grotesque tree sentinels who yet serve it. Imbued with lightning, does lightning damage, has shield bash as an effect. Honestly, if I had to assume, I would probably say the shield bash of this has some unique effect on the skill usage. And let's actually see if that is the case. Huh. I'm surprised. Honestly thought it would have. No bones about that one. I think we've earned our way inside. Yeah, there's other things to do in the area, but there's also this to do in the area. Let's hop back on the horse, in fact, just until we get there. I'm still riding rather than just teleporting there, largely so I can just make more sense of the connections in this map. Okay. One more level in Faith now gives us all of the casting requirements that we need for... Ooh, everything except for Stone of Garank. I could have sworn I had the ability to use that already. 7, 3... Right? Oh, it requires 13. I must have had 8 by default and then used the talisman for getting +5. Flame Cleanse Me, Flame Sling. Yeah, I'm still very, very pleased with all of those. Unfortunately, I have one more level that I have to push into Faith. I'm sure we'll manage. Relatively soon as well, hopefully. There is no rubble that ought be able to withstand the might of this weapon. Doesn't look like there's anything under there. Now, this is the... Was this a teleport from Raya Lucaria or from Liurnia? Like, this was a relatively early teleport in, if I recall correctly. Yeah, something teleported us to this room. Came out here, collected an item, and then decided to go back in the other direction because it seemed like it was going to be the least progression for us. I'm not going to kill anyone who doesn't shape up. Ooh. Well, hello. Is that a building inside of the Erd Tree? As in, the bark of the Erd Tree splits, and then the building enters? I guess that would make sense with, you know, how much access so many people have, apparently, to the roots of the Erd Tree. Alright, Grace. Let's select this one. Then I said I was going to go back and give a prosthetic to the only one-armed character that I know. Seems to make sense. Someone also did mention that now I ought to go and seek Selen as well. And either continue... Well, and say something to them about their quest. That is the person who was saying, oh, do you want to learn magics from me? And seeing as I have the philosophy of tell everyone what they want to hear, yeah, sure, Selen, I want to learn magics from you, it's fine. I've already got enough of a build.
Now, I'm tracing the path Melania took. She's passed into the lands that lie beyond the Erd Tree.
Here.
Are you giving me this arm? Thank you. I am in your debt yet again. I think if the arm serves well enough, it might be possible for me to wield a sword again.
So, is her questline effectively just saving her, keeping her alive, and then she is available in the Melania fight?
If the arms, it might be perhaps.
Perhaps then I can aid you in battle. Absolutely. Without doubt, that's what's going on. The Selen conversation is Waypoint Ruins Cellar as well. Going for a little bit of a quick sweep of things elsewhere. I think it's also probably a good idea for me to go back to the Roundtable Hold at this point and check out what's up.
Well, have you made up your mind?
Yeah, I want to learn.
Well, you are a piece of work. Very well. You are now my protege in Glintstone sorcery, but I refuse to coddle or cast kind words. Never anticipate grievances, young apprentice.
Yeah, that's not my learning style. Not in thought. We pick up a gesture there. Show Azor's sorcery. Now, do I want to go through and buy out all the sorceries as well? I think so, especially considering they're all relatively cheap here.
Your appetite for learning is impressive. You make me proud. To have grown little legs so readily. You must have a fabulous teacher.
Mm-hmm. You'll only coddle
Young
yourself
apprentice. First things first. You are a tadpole when it comes to magic. Infantile. Without the legs to walk. So, to become a sorcerer, first, you must face your ignorance. Now, shall we start learning?
How you face your ignorance and I show you something you've never seen before?
What's this sorcery, my apprentice? Ah, then you have seen Master Azure. Master Azure was a founding Glintstone sorcerer, and my first teacher, a stern judge of men. But he must have seen something in you. You make us both proud. We can speak more later, my apprentice.
Interesting. So one of the reasons that I want to follow Selen's storyline here, despite obviously being a lot about magic, is because magic clearly has a lot to do with the rise and fall of different kingdoms in this world over the course of the different schools of magic that have been learned. And I think I'm gonna need some characters who historically can tell me a little about that. So Selen, tell me your story.
If you recall, I was exiled from the Academy of Rhea Lucaria. It was for attempting to restore the primeval current of Glintstone sorcery. The toothless pedantry peddled by the Carian royal family can rot for all I care. I want Glintstone sorceries that open our minds, unbound by terrestrial taboos, no matter what we give in return. My apprentice, I presume nothing. Teacher and student are not bound to tread the same path. But hear me out, my apprentice. I need your help to restore the primeval current of Glintstone sorcery. Perhaps this is a journey we could take together.
Let us journey together.
Splendid. I thank you. This pleases me. It's been far too long since I found a fellow kindred spirit. You must have a fabulous teacher.
Selen, I have a favor to ask, and I don't even know what it is.
I need your help, my apprentice.
Oh, you have a favor to ask.
Master Lusat is another founding Glintstone sorcerer. And like Master Azure, he was banished from the Academy. Now he languishes in prison somewhere. My apprentice, can you find Master Lusat? With this Glintstone key, you should be able to cross the boundary that encloses him.
Celian Seal? We know where that goes.
I need him to restore the primeval current of Glintstone sorcery. He's nigh a child of the stars. Such is his body.
A child of the stars. A child of the stars. So we know that Selen Lusat, and Azor were all exiled from Raya Lucaria. Now, glimpse the primeval current. That is a phrase we have read elsewhere very recently. Let me have a look. It wasn't on Ricard's. Who became demigod stepchildren after Radgon's? No, wasn't on that. It would make sense for it to have been on a spell. The ancient hexes of Gelmir. No. I could have sworn. I don't want to search for too long. Would it have been a weapon? Comet Azor? Ah, there we go, Comet Azor. Yes. When Azor glimpsed into the primeval current, he saw darkness. He was left both bewitched and fearful of the abyss. Primeval current, darkness, abyss. Okay. I've got my keywords. Selling?
You wish to resume the lesson? Indeed.
Absolutely.
That would be the wiser option.
Tell us about Glintstone sorcery.
Our art draws upon the powers embedded in Glintstone. But what is the nature of such power? Glintstone is the amber of the cosmos. Golden amber contains the remnants of ancient life and houses its vitality, while Glintstone contains residual life and thus the vitality of the stars. It should not be forgotten that Glintstone sorcery is the study of the stars and the life therein, a fact lost on most sorcerers these days.
That golden amber. Interesting. So that's, you know, a split between the organic and the mineral, but saying there's life in each, right? So defining life as beyond just organic life as mineral life as well, which we, you know, it makes sense with a lot of what we've seen. You know, enemies entirely comprised, or at least as far as we've seen without autopsy, of stone. I've been leading on Lusat.
After his expulsion from the academy, I heard that Master Lusat returned to his home, a place called Celia, in the eastern Caelid Wilds. Thinking about it, I obtained the Glintstone key I gave you from a Celian sorcerer. It wouldn't be too much of a leap to suppose he's still cooped up nearby. After his expulsion, a place called Thinking about it. It wouldn't be too much.
Well, this then leads immediately into something else that I can do, so let's go and do that. That is the Celia Crystal Tunnel. I still haven't marked for exactly this reason. I figured I was going to have to come back here with an NPC, but also you almost never see NPCs do things in this game. They are just at a place, and then you go and talk to them there, interact with them there as much as possible, and then go see them elsewhere. The only time you really see them, like almost the only time you see them in motion, is in battle, if you happen to summon them. This was the one I was thinking of, right? This... Oh no. This doesn't look like the right one. This is the one you get randomly teleported to. Yeah, this is the one that serves as a trap early on. Wait. Is it... Am I looking for the Celia hideaway? Yeah, I think I actually just put this in the wrong location. Because we cleaned this out very, very early on. It's actually kind of important that we did. This is where we first met the Pilgrims of Rot Priestess? Rotkin? Oh, I can't remember their name. They got way too many arms, though. They're all up on arm. They are bringing the arm average up too drastically. Follow me. This feels more homey. Yes, yes. which part of this was it correct to fall in? How far along do I have to travel? Okay, so there's the duck in here. I don't really want to go down to the ground floor if I can avoid it. I do think it's basically just up at the end of the dungeon. I am so glad that landed first. Otherwise, that rock blast was probably going to make me regret living. Because it made me vulnerable to the rock blaster in the first place. They wouldn't have done it to a corpse. Yeah, I'm not going to allow you to strike me from behind while I'm trying to look for the appropriate drop space here. It actually might even be out and around the corner. Yeah, the stake of Marika being close by gives me a little bit of hope. Or maybe I've gone into the completely wrong area. Either or, frankly. I think there's only one exit from this room, though, and it's out here. I have less and less faith in this path at all times. Because up there seems like it would just be... Yeah, that's a boss room. In fact, this is where we fought a... Black Knife? Assassin? Bloodhound? Bloodhound Knight? I think we actually fought a Bloodhound Knight here. There's no way. There is no way it's the other one. It isn't. It just isn't. Even though I marked the other one, I'm telling you, I made a mistake in the past. I'm capable of making mistakes. I am certain of it, because I either made a mistake in the past, or I'm currently making a mistake thinking I made a mistake in the past, right? So I'm definitely fallible. I think... Second thing, I think the bottom area of this is segmented. I think... Wait, hang on. Oh god. This is not where I want to be. That's why it isn't where I want to be. Never mind. It's not where they should have wanted to be. I think we might even be able to get out of here like this. Yes. And I figure, actually, I believe this goes to where I want to be. Maybe I should have just done that in the first place. Yes. There it is. There it is. Sorry, buddy. Use the Celian Seal Breaker. Actually, maybe I should have checked the text on that one first. Hopefully I still have it. I do. Capable of breaking the seal that keeps Master Lusat confined. And then just contextual information as to where it is, which is where we are. Hello, Lusat. You appear to be a corpse. You are not a corpse. If I saw someone leaning like that on a couch at a house party, I would ask one of their friends to check on them. I guess we're the friend checking on them in this. Okay, hang on. Hey, buddy, you okay? Oh. He's extending his palm. Stars of Ruin. I'm gonna guess that's a legendary spell. Stars of Ruin. 43. Fires 12 dark shooting stars that pursue foes. Legendary sorcery devised by Lusat Primeval Sorcerer. Can be cast while in motion, charging increases potency. While Lusat glimpsed into the primeval current, he beheld the final moments of a great star cluster. And upon seeing it, he too was broken. So he too being an example of Lusat, as well as Azor, or other people who've glimpsed the primeval current, were broken. He beheld the final moments of a great star cluster. The final moments of great star cluster also mean that it too could be broken, right? It could be the two, right? The great star cluster breaks. The great star cluster breaks. Extremely premature here? Could the Great Star Cluster be the ring? The Elden Ring? So he foresaw the shattering and was too broken? And that makes the Star Cluster... Effectively, we're talking about like the planetary and planar structure of this world. We can't just assume that it's default, just your prime material plane and you've got your standard solar arrangement. That said, I'm very unfamiliar with a lot of... Actually, this might not be where I want to teleport to in order to get there faster. I'm very unfamiliar with a lot of fantasy planar and planetary structures, so I'm not really going to be able to draw parallels for those, unfortunately. Those of you who are more familiar, though, I would love to hear your theories. Yeah, we definitely don't want to be in this one. I'm going to give it one go. I'm going to give it a go. We're going to give it a single go. I'm only holding 18,000 right now. That makes it a good time to give this a go. What do I think would work best against them? Lightning? I mean, like, lightning does seem correct, right? Lightning seems like the right thing. Okay. Unfortunately, we do have to do this puzzle to get down again. Whee! And 1 and 2. Whoop. And jump. Drink. If this gives me, like, actually nothing for doing it, I am gonna be pretty... You know what? I think that'll be pretty funny. I think that actually might be the most funny outcome possible. I almost hope it gives me nothing at this point. If this ends up taking me longer than most bosses in the game and then gives me nothing for it, I can't think of anything better. Do it to me. Make me hurt so bad. I cannot believe how quickly we managed to poise stagger him there. The raising of his legs almost killed me. Thank you. A poise stagger that I can actually use. Thankfully, I got hit just in time. Oh my god, this absolutely bullies them. If that rock ended up killing me, actually it would be hilarious. Oh my god. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Got him. You know what? It doesn't matter what you drop. You don't need to drop anything. I know who I am. I'm the barbarian that took you down. I feel like Andy Dufresne at the end of Shawshank Redemption. Wait, actually, that would be that angle, right? Final. Whoa. Look at our eyes. We feeling the tingle of frenzy, maybe. Let's drop that one there too. Maybe Caleb's basically done for us now. Oh, I almost want to go and try myself against the ringleader now. We've so many damn options. Oh, actually, also, something that I had missed earlier, but was warned that maybe I should have seen because I was asking about the line for Alexander before I encountered Alexander in the magma, attempting to reseal his skin. Apparently I missed an area out here, which he would be at. Oh, wait. Can I actually not get across from here? Okay then. Let's try a different direction. Well. I now see the scope of the problem. So we're going Leonia Highway facing north and then just going up the entire north side here? Airing over to the east where possible? There is absolutely no way this has the ability to guide me to a catacomb I haven't been in. You can't. You can't do it. You can? What? How far? It's basically pointing down through the earth. Hello. Any dungeons want to show themselves? They usually have like dark entrances, but the doors are that'll be it. But the doors are pretty well defined. There we are. Wait, has this already been opened before? Cliff Bottom Catacombs. Oh, good lord, I've just seen the time. We're going to continue our adventures in the Cliff Bottom Catacombs in the next episode. Until then, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Elden Ring Series Playlist. YouTube recommendation. And there's also the names of the people streaming past on the screen. And special thanks this episode to Mr. Gibberish. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves. I got tongue-tied at the end. And hopefully we'll see you next time.